Is it me? When are we getting our final season of Love and Marriage Huntsville? It's time. It's time to wrap this up. It is. But this episode was better. It wasn't too boring. I'm Shayna. I'm here reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 10, Episode 10, Like a Bat Out of Nell. If you like this type of content, please be sure to like the video. Comment, subscribe, hype the video up. If you are able to hype videos up, please. It helps put your girl in that algorithm because YouTube be playing with me sometimes. But drop down in the comments. Let me know you stopped by. So Tricia is meeting with friend Sharon, who nobody cares to see. At least I don't. And she tells her that Ken left the house for a few days, but he's back, of course. When left for a few days to do what? Where was he going? He didn't leave for no. He probably left for one night. But didn't the streets say that there was a court order and he wasn't supposed to be there? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. All right, maybe we'll touch on it at the reunion. I heard the reunion was already filmed, so maybe not. Sharon feels like Ken brings a good balance to Tricia. I don't know. I feel like they're both toxic, and I don't think they're good for each other. Tricia starts crying and getting emotional over her meeting with Dr. Francis. Sharon was just sitting there looking. Like, girl, can we have a little sign of compassion? Like, why are you just sitting staring at her like that? With the straightest of faces, okay? Patricia says she feels like crying is a sign of weakness. We all know it's actually not. A lot of people feel that way, though. It's really a sign of strength to be able to, regulate your emotions. Tricia discussed visiting that she visited her parents' grave for the first time. I'm glad she did it off camera. She looks really pretty with updos, but she has a lot of work, and I really wish instead of jumping from relationship to relationship and just needing to be with a man, I wish she would have, instead of getting with Ken, been alone. She needs to be by herself. Like, sorry, my allergies are still turning me every way but loose, child. I'm trying. I ain't take no Zyrtec, no nothing. Anyway, she should have taken this time to be by herself, get to know herself, heal herself. So, Kimmy invites the ladies, minus Nell, to do bath bombs. And Destiny arrived late. She like me, child. I stay late. I don't be doing it on purpose. But if you can't stand late people, then don't call me to come nowhere. Now, Kimmy said she didn't invite Nell because she knew she was preparing for game night, which is the same night. She also didn't invite Nell because she doesn't like her, but that's neither here nor there. Now, side note, Tisha, why do you have on those white go-go boots? Like, I threw the whole outfit off. Okay? But Destiny fills the ladies in on what's the latest with her. She said she spoke to Lance. Tisha said, oh, so you want to be a stepmom? Not hardly. She said, I'm still single and in these streets dating. You hear me? Okay, but the shade. Then Destiny shared that she met with Twan after she met with Lance, because Lance gave his blessing for her to date Twan as if she needed his blessing. Okay. But she met with Twan, the security guard, aka Googly Eyes. Googly Eyes. I wish Kimmy would shut up with that googly eyes. Every time she say it gets on my nerves. But she lets him know that he's Lance's so-called god brother. I don't think he is in real life, but okay. But yeah, she said he was doing a good job of securing her body, guarding her body, or whatever she said. Child, Destiny, stop saying stuff like that. They're gonna make you look like a pass around more than you already look like one, sister. So then after making her rounds, next up she met with Nell, who informed her that she informed Tisha that Nell felt away, that Tisha put her on blast for leaving LA, aka the reunion, early because her granddaughter was being born. Tricia chimes in and said that Nell also told her that she didn't like how Tisha got up in Chris' face at her cowboy birthday party. Tisha was doing the most that night. She was sticking her finger in Chris' face and stuff. I would have shut it down too. Nell ain't did nothing wrong in that moment. So, at the Fletcher's game night, Kimmy tells Nell that she wasn't invited earlier to the ladies' outing because she knew she was planning game night, so she felt like she was being considerate. Now, Nell, of course, felt the way, I would have felt the way too if I was Nell, because I feel like, invite me, give me the option to tell you if I'm busy or not. Maybe somebody else was setting it up for her. Maybe Chris could handle it. Maybe she didn't need nobody. Maybe there was nothing to do. Like, you don't know what her plans were. Maybe they had to set up the night before. You didn't give her the opportunity to decide if she could make it or not. You didn't invite her because you just don't want her there. Like, Kimmy just got some disdain for now, honestly. But Destiny and Lance come up. Somebody mentioned them. And someone said, well, they're both invited to a couple game night. And somebody's like, this is a couple's game night? And it was like couple-ish. And Martell was like, oh, I'm the ish. And Maurice points out that he has a picture of him and Ariane on his t-shirt. He is so corny. Oh my gosh. Like, so corny. Why are you doing that? Like, just doing the most. Like, when Melody got off the show, Martell should have gone off with her. Y'all came on as a couple, and y'all ain't a couple no more. Y'all should be good enough to show together. But, and he mentioned her name way too much. Way too much. Okay? No. Call her what you used to call her. It wasn't her name. So, Destiny arrives with, Ken's friend, Will, the one who has that dark, suspicious looking barbershop. Destiny girl, becoming a love and marriage Huntsville pass around is nasty work. Are there no other men in the city? Only these men from this show? Granted, she getting the fine ones. I mean, Will could cut his braids, but whatever. She getting the more attractive men on the show. Even though Lance, he a little too small. He's too little for me, but his face is handsome. But it don't matter. All these men in the same circle, girl. Ain't nobody else around. So, and I hate it for her. I hate that she's doing this for herself. Like, I know you're trying to be on the show by any means necessary. You ain't trying to go back, in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrists no more, okay? You ain't want to be clank. You ain't want that no more. You trying to get some legitimate income. But sister, go on Indeed and fill out some applications. Go on LinkedIn. This ain't it, and it's not going to last long either. Not long enough to get you to next season. Destiny said Will slid into her DM. You already know. Just because he slid in your DM does not mean you had to respond. But whatever. Lance also showed up with a date. Even though he's a little bothered that Destiny's there with a date. Which means he's not over it. I think Lance really did like her. Like, I think if Destiny wanted to be serious, he would have tried to be serious. But Lance, where is your baby mama? You got a newborn at home. Where is the baby's mama? Where is she at? Oh, a mess. So, they actually start playing some games. The games are cute, but where's Uno? Where's Jenga? Where's the music? During musical spoons, Marcel cheated and Martell threw some shade and said, oh yeah, they just say like, that's what you do in the game is how you act in real life. Trying to say like, okay, he a cheater. Martell, same for you. And so are you. You a cheater too. Take one to know one, okay? So, somehow, Martell switched to a hoodie with the same picture of him and Ariane on it. Just doing the most. Like, if you just want her to be on it, just put her on the show. She ain't gonna bring that. And as soon as she get on, she gonna get right back off. But okay. She's corny. I don't know what Melody saw in him to begin with. And she said his teeth was jacked up when she got with him. She had to fix him up. Child. So Lance's day apparently went to Nell's daycare as a child. That's good to know. I mean, whoop-de-doo. Meanwhile, Kimmy and Destiny are urging Tricia to squash things with Nell. Not gonna happen. Ever. So Will is asking the guys, they sit in a little friendship circle. He asking the guys about Destiny. Martell sarcastically said, oh, she's a good, wholesome girl. The way Destiny moving right now them little rumors of where Destiny and Martell messing around, now I don't know. Like, now I don't know. I can't put it past her because the way she moving now. Girl, I mean, I hope not, but girl. But after he said she's a good, wholesome girl, Will was like, well, that's not what I wanted to hear, okay? And she looking good in that bodysuit, trying to see what that be like. Yikes, how embarrassing, especially in front of Lance. So, in confessional, Kim was like, Will is a fun time guy, like fun for the night, not long term. He's not going to be your man. He's not going to be playing stepdaddy to your son. He's just there for a good time, not a long time. Well, if you think you about to get a Ken 2.0 for your child, you ain't getting that with him, Destiny. Go find somebody else. Well, she tried men in St. Louis. That ain't work. She tried them, all the men in Huntsville. That ain't looking good. I wonder if she wish she just stayed with her husband. Like, I just wonder. So, Tricia asked Nell why she left LA early. Because they outside talking. And she was like, well, why did you leave early? Nell was like, that's none of your business. She left to go see her grandchild being born. I don't know. At this point, no, it's none of Tisha's business. It's not. Like, I'm not mad at her saying it's none of your business. But I also feel like, okay, if she would have just said, I was going to see my grandchild being born, like, okay, now what? What difference would it make? Lance ain't with Destiny, so, okay. So, but we see a flashback where Nell, in fact, did say that she left early because the mom was in labor. Nell said her granddaughter is off limits. Don't you talk about my granddaughter. She is off limits. Why are you talking about my grandchild? Y'all get on my nerves with this. She is not talking about said grandchild. She's talking about the situation. She's saying you left early because the grandchild's being born. She didn't say anything negative about the child. Like, stop it. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all don't want to talk about something. Don't talk about my kids. Don't talk about... Damn, she ain't talking about your child. Because Tisha was like, I don't care about that child. And then Nell talking about, ooh, that says a lot. Says what? You just said she's not allowed to talk about her. Why would she care about this grandchild she don't even know? She just talking about you leaving LA early. Which is still none of her business, but nonetheless. So Destiny low-key the one who got the itch started, because she the one who kept running stuff back. They both claim that one is beefing with the other, because Tisha like, you just want a problem with me. And Nell like, you don't want beefing with me. It's one-sided beef over there. Y'all beefing with each other. And I don't even remember who started it with who no more. I don't even care. I kind of feel like it was Nell, because she is a little sensitive. But, you know. So then, because Destiny was like, Kimmy, you handle it since you're the so-called mediator. No, she's the woman inserting herself in business that don't concern her. Kimmy was getting way too passionate with Nell when this ain't none of her business. Don't got nothing to do with her, honestly. But she was not feeling that Nell was like, yeah, Kimmy need to keep, Nell said Tisha need to keep my name out her MFing mouth. Kimmy did not like that. Nell said the Scots 1 and 2.0 are ganging up on her. And that's kind of what it was given. It's like, okay, Nell don't got nobody, on her behalf. So, yeah, it kind of felt like y'all was. Kimmy was like, stop yelling at me or I will dump you in. I will dump your ass in this pool if you keep hollering at me. Sheesh. At Nell's party? Ooh, wee girl. Yeah, it wouldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me. Because the minute Kimmy would have been, I will dump your... Ah! Her and that wig would have been splashed in that pool. You hear me? But anyway, so everybody run outside to try to break up the fight because they look like they was really about to fight. Because Nell, ain't no punk. She might be little, but she's small and mighty. So after they going back and forth arguing, which the issue was really between Nell and Tisha, mind you, and how did we get here? So they go back inside. Kimmy says in confessional, and she ends up telling Nell later too, that her dad used to yell and scream all the time as a child. He was a drunk lush. So that don't got nothing to do with you telling me you about to dump me in nobody's pool. I mean, sorry to hear it, but you better watch your mouth when you talking to me. Okay, you hear me? But she said yelling does not sit well with her. So she apologized to Nell. She like, look, I shouldn't have said what I said, but yelling don't work for me, no matter how normal it is in your world. Oop. Oh. I'm trying to turn the light because it's getting dark, but whatever. The shade, child, the shade. So I'm trying to turn on the light in the car off. Let me get in this house and get this Zyrtec. Stop playing with myself. Not like that. Because I know some... Anyway, moving on. So, but this wasn't Kimmy's business. Nell accepts the apology, but she basically was like, in her confessional, like, high key, like, I accepted it because she was put on blast in front of everybody. Like, everybody's standing around looking, so she just decided to be the bigger person and accept it. But she really didn't want to accept that apology. And Marceau was urging them, like, oh, is this a huggy moment? Why don't y'all hug? Come on, hug. I hate when people do that. I hate when people... We was just about to come to blows. Do not try to push me to hug somebody. Don't try to push somebody who I don't like that to wrap their arms around me. I don't want somebody who I'm not feeling like that touching me. We are co-workers. Don't wrap your arms around me. I don't like that they try, especially right in that moment. Like, y'all ain't even really let it calm down like that yet. Like, stop doing that. But they hugged. But Nell still was feeling some kind of way. And we're going to see it come up again next week. Because, you know, she ain't letting that go. But she was right. Because she was basically saying, like, her confessional, like, okay, so y'all can yell. But when I yell, it's a problem. It's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it. And everybody was raising their voice a little bit. Their voices was getting, all of them voices was getting elevated, including you, Kimmy. But, and once you try to tell me you're going to push me in somebody's pool, it's over. We're never coming back from that. Now, Tisha said it'll be a cold day in hell before she apologizes now. At least she ain't fake with it. Y'all let me know, what did y'all think about that little fiasco? I thought it was going to end up with a to be continue, because y'all know Carlos love to do that. I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad we got it squared away that night, but I know it ain't over for good yet. It's going to come back up. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.